Hi, I'm Conrad from Conrad P Woodturning. So for today's video, I'm going to be doing something a little bit different to what I've done in the past. I have a couple of logs lying around in my backyard, and I actually cut some today with my dad. And what I want to do is cut them up into some bulb lengths and rough turn them while they're green. And then I wanted to let them dry for a couple months and then finish turning them down to the final size. So I've never done anything like this before. It's going to be a little bit of an experiment. I'm hoping it turns out, and I'm really looking forward to it. So without further ado, let's get started on that. Okay, so these here are the logs that I was talking about. This one here at the front is Bluegum that I cut up about 6 or so months ago. There's a few cracks in the ends of it, but I don't think they go too deep. They don't appear to go deep, so it should be fine for making some bowls out of it. Should be nice timber. These logs here are all ornamental pear that I actually cut up today with my dad. A while ago, one of the trees outside our street had a massive limb fall off in a hailstorm we had, so I thought, hey, why not cut it up? It might be good. I've used some of it for wood turning before, and it's okay. It's quite soft, but it's nice timber. It goes dark over time as it dries out, so yeah, I'm looking forward to doing that. Okay, so here's the Bluegum. As you can see, it looks really nice on the inside. And there's no cracking towards the middle, which is really good. So I'm looking forward to making a bowl out of this. Looks good. Okay, so I decided that I'm not going to have enough time to turn all the bowls I wanted today, so I'm just going to be doing the 2 Bluegum ones, rough them out. I am trying a different camera angle. I'll try some different angles throughout the video. And rather than in my previous videos where I show you the whole process of making the bowl, I'm just going to show you some snippets of making it, because I'm going to be making multiple of these bowls. So yeah, I'll get started with that. Okay, so I changed the lathe to the lowest pulley, setting the slowest setting possible. Okay, so that's 225 revs. I'll see if I can bring it up just a little bit more. That's starting to vibrate too much. So I'm just going to stick at that speed there. Just going to start to rough it out a bit with the bowl gouge. Okay, so I was finding that there were too many vibrations doing that. So what I did was, on the heavier end, I just cut off the corners. It should make roughing it out a bit easier. We'll see if it makes a difference. I probably should have done that to begin with, but you know what, this is a bit of a learning curve, so it's an experiment. I'll turn the lathe back on. Oh wow, what a difference. Okay, it's going a bit fast there, but that is better there. That's a lot better. Okay, so I finally hit round on the edge, so now it's a bit more balanced. Much easier to turn, I must say. There's just some sections here which I haven't gotten down to round, but that'll be hopefully much easier than this outer rim here, so I'll just carry on with that. Ooh, nice shavings. Okay, so I flipped the bowl blank in the chuck and now I'm ready to hollow it out. I'm just going to make the wall thickness around 1 inch thick, and I'm not going to show you the whole process of hollowing out, I'm just going to show you some snippets. And yeah, it should be good now that it's in balance. Okay, so I finished rough turning the bowl. Now, so that it dries a lot slower, I'm just going to coat the bowl inside and out with some liquid wax and grain sealer. Just this stuff here. It works quite well at slowing the drying process down of the wood so it doesn't crack as much. And this essentially allows for the heartwood and sapwood to dry at an even rate, so that the heartwood doesn't crack. Okay, so that's mostly done, and I'll just touch up the areas which I missed. And then I'll just do the rim. And then the outside I actually already applied some, but only on the end grains. So now I'll put some all over the outside, just to be extra safe. Want to be extra sure this doesn't crack really badly while drying. Okay, so then I'll just take that off the lathe and it's ready to store. Okay, so I've got the bowl here coated in the end grain sealer and the liquid wax sealer. I've put the date on it so I know when I turn the bowl, and yeah, I'll give it a couple months, maybe 4 to 6 months to dry out. It's got about 1 inch wall thickness. So I've collected all the shavings. I've just put them in this bag and I'm just going to immerse that bowl in those shavings to help slow the drying process so it doesn't crack. I'm expecting it to warp a lot, but that's not a big deal for me because I'm going to be turning it to its unfinished size in 4 to 6 months time. So that's good to go. I'm not going to tie this very tight. I'll just get a cable tie and just sort of loosely close it so that air can still get in and out so that the bowl can breathe. Okay, so unfortunately yesterday I ran out of time to turn the second Bluegum bowl. So what I did was I just sealed the end grain with some liquid wax so it wouldn't dry and crack overnight. And today I'm going to finish turning it off. So I'm looking forward to turning it. The grain looks really nice, just like the other piece from yesterday. And yeah, it should be good. So I've tapped in the drive dog just with this mallet. Yep, that's all good to go. And something different that I've done to the previous one is I've just cut off all 4 corners to begin with. That should make roughing it out much easier. I learned the hard way last time, not cutting off the corners at the beginning, and hopefully that'll balance it out a bit more. So yeah, we'll just get started with roughing it out. Okay, so I've mounted the blank on the lathe. The good news is that because it's a bit more balanced than the other blank, I can get it to turn a little bit faster, 320 revs for roughing out. So that's good. It should make it a little bit easier to rough out, especially because I cut those corners off. Now, because I want to keep the video short and not too long, I'm not going to show as many snippets of turning this blank as I did for the other bowl. So I'll try and keep it short and sweet, and yeah, should be good. So I'll get started with that. Okay, so I finished turning the outside of the bowl, and I'm ready to move on to turning the inside. Just like with the other bowl, it's probably going to be about 1 inch wall thickness. And yeah, I'm quite happy with the grain on this one. It looks nice. It has some like dark sort of colouring there. I don't know what that is, but hey, it looks quite nice. Makes for a good feature, I suppose, and it contrasts nicely. So yeah, I'll go ahead with that now. Okay, so you wouldn't believe what happened. I was doing the last cut just with the bowl gouge, hollowing out the bowl, and I made a stupid mistake. I know what I did wrong. I wasn't right in the bevel. The tool caught in the wood. If you can see that there, there's a catch. And so, yeah, I got a catch, and the bowl completely broke off from the tenor, just split off. So, yeah, it's quite a shame, but I've got the wall thickness pretty consistent. It's a little bit thicker at the bottom, a little bit thicker than what I wanted. But what I've decided to do is I'm just going to dry this as it is. And then after drying it and turning it dry, I'll just have to drill out a little recess in this section here with a forcener bit, and then expand the jaws into that recess for turning it. So I don't think it's that bad of a fail. I think it definitely can be saved. So what I'll do now is I'll just paint it in the liquid wax, and then I'll pop it in the bag with the other bowl to dry. Okay, so that wraps up today's video. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope my experiment goes to plan. Hopefully the bowl blanks won't check over time while they're drying, but yeah, when they dry they should make some really nice bowls. And although I ran out of time to do the ornamental pear blanks, I'll hopefully have some time in the next couple weeks to rough turn some of those. So if you did enjoy this video, please consider giving it a like and commenting below. And also, if you would like to keep up to date with my future videos, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. And yeah, until then, I'll see you next time. Take care.